Hey, what's going on, y'all? Make sure this thing is on. Okay, what's going on, y'all? Sean here with Transform Your Physical Health Live, where I answer your health and fitness questions live. I need to slow down a little bit. And I kind of just talk about things in the news or something that comes across my mind or whatever. And today, I just wanted. This is going to be brief because I actually have somewhere I need to go. But I just kind of wanted to tell you guys about how weak I was in my upper body when I was in high school. Now, the whole reason I'm even talking about this is because I want to give you hope if you're somebody who doesn't really have like experience with exercise, or you're trying to get stronger in something. I just mainly want to encourage you that that wherever you are now has no bearing on where you can be. Every single living human being has an enormous amount of potential. And I know this might sound kind of like, sappy, or I'm just trying to be like a motivational speaker. I'm not, it's just truth. So, like, all of us have this inherent ability to adapt, to change whenever we do something different, whenever we apply resistance or whatever. And that's for sure true in the health and fitness realm. So, I was weak, y'all. I was weak. Now, lower body, I was relatively strong. Upper body, I was terrible. I was terrible. Now, so how did I know I was weak? So basically, I did weightlifting when I was in 10th grade in high school. Shout out to Jones County High School. And my first max on the bench press was like 95 pounds. So that's like a what's that, a 25 and a 10 on each side. My max. So that means that I had to push as hard as I could to get that up, and that was like the maximum amount of weight that I could push up. And so, meanwhile, various other people around me were maxing out. They were getting, maybe 115 or different things like that, with probably just as much experience as I had in weightlifting. And so it's embarrassing, um, to for that to be the case for me. Well, I want to say the previous year in ninth grade, I had my PE class, personal fitness or whatever it was called in high school, and they would evaluate you on like sit ups, on like running a mile inside the gym, and then they would evaluate you on like sit and reach, and then they would evaluate you on push ups. So sit ups, I was great. I have been doing sit ups since I was like you know, probably elementary school. And so like sit-ups were very easy for me. I could ace sit-up tests like that. Mile, I usually did so. But push-ups, I mean, I couldn't even get five. I think you had to get at least five to make like 50 or something like that, some failing grade. And I couldn't even get those because you had to do like push-ups where you come, I think, of course, all the way up and all the way down. They may have allowed you, they may have put something on the ground like a cushion so that your chest had to at least touch that. And like I just could not push myself up. It's embarrassing to think about it now. A little bit. It's embarrassing, but then again, it's not because I get it now. But again, the reason why I say that is because I notice as a personal trainer and as just an older person now, still young, but older, I notice that a lot of people judge what they can do based on wherever they are now or wherever they were in the past. And like that is like not a good way to judge your abilities. It's just not. It's not even realistic. So like if I judged my ability to do like calisthenics the way I do now, if I judged that based on my past, then I probably would have been like, man, what kind of business I have doing that? But like that is totally unrealistic. That's not the way that this whole life thing works. Again, let me say, well, actually, instead of saying again, let me fast forward. When I was in my mid 20s, approximately early to mid 20s, that's when I decided that I wanted to do calisthenics. And like exclusively calisthenics and whatnot. And so around that time, by then I was able to do more push-ups for sure because I had done weightlifting in the past in high school and on my own, but I still wasn't that strong. But anyway, I was doing reps after reps after reps after reps after reps, and like every week I was making myself okay. So when when I did push-ups last week, maybe I did 15 reps, 15 good reps per set, and I did like 7 sets. So this week I'm gonna do 16. Then the next week, 17. And I was doing this workout 3 days a week, and 18, and then 19. And I made myself add a rep every week, and I didn't worry about my appearance, how my body was looking. I didn't worry about any of that. I was just like, I gotta like add a rep, add a rep, add a rep. And that's the only thing I really thought about. I kept journaling and whatnot. And so then I turned around some time later and I was able to, get like 40 push-ups or whatever. And of course, again, like I can't talk about upper body and not talk about back as well. Because push-ups is like your chest and triceps and all that kind of stuff. But then you have like your back muscles, that's like pull-ups and chin-ups and things like that. And so like if I couldn't do push-ups, I surely couldn't do pull-ups or chin-ups. Like I could never do any of those like in any grade. Um Pull-ups or chin-ups. Like I couldn't really do any. The ones I did were very shallow, and like my range of motion was like I would come up over the bar, and I probably get about right here. So I mean, you talking about probably 6 to 8 inches of extension. So that really it was sorry, but I had to start somewhere. And so that's what I understand now that I believe and I see and I observe as a trainer that a lot of people don't really get, because you think the fact that you can't do it now means that you can't do it later. But please understand what I'm saying. As a trainer, that is not the way it works. So like even if you're an older person, maybe in your 40s or your 50s or 60s or beyond, and you're like, shoot, I used to be able to squat, or I used to be able to do this or do that. I sure can't do that now. It's like if you're not able to do it, unless you have something that really for real prevents you from doing it, if you really which is not the case for most people, a lot of times the only thing keeping you back from doing it is your head, your mind. Period. For real. That's it. Because again, the thing you have to understand is regardless of what you think you can do, you have inherent ability. Your body has an amazing ability to adapt to its environment, to adapt to stimuli. And so if you provide it with a proper stimulus consistently, then your body will notice that and then your body will start to change. Muscles, for example, think about I don't know, Terry Crews just came to my mind. If you know him, he's a famous actor, and he hosts shows and different things like that. Very well known. He's also known for being in the Old Spice commercials, known for being very muscular. He didn't come into this world looking like that. But like what Terry Crews has had for like decades is a very consistent uh like regimen, health and fitness regimen that he's been submitting his body to this process year after year after year after year consistently without fail. That's how you look like that. But if you do it once, you know, you may be sore afterwards, but your body's not really going to adapt much. But then when you keep on hitting your body with that same thing, then then you're going to see some difference because your body is literally made to kind of like be like, okay, we have to adjust now so that whenever we come back, we are better able to do this. It's really amazing. You can have like small muscles, and then all you do, I mean, of course, you have to eat some more too, but all you do is submit your body to a certain kind of stimulus, and then those same muscles that you've had all this time will grow. So it's almost like they come out of nothing. It's not really out of nothing, but it's just that it's like you turn on a switch and you can get more out of your body when you submit it to a stimulus or whatever. So don't let your weakness right now or your fitness level make you think that, okay, well, I don't really have like a I can't do this. I see these people in the step class and they're doing all this stuff. I couldn't get my feet together like that, you know, or you see you think that. And again, it's like the Bible says, for as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. And then like Jesus said, all things are possible to him who believes. And so the thing is, a lot of times when it comes to a lot of our health and fitness goals, we don't believe it's possible. Your body is only waiting for you to kind of take the first step. If you would just take the first step and actually believe, if you believe, then you'll go ahead and start down the road and you'll be on your way. Just to wrap this up, because I do have to go here in a second. I was weak. I was very weak. I was very, very weak. I failed push up tests with flying colors. I failed them. I maxed 95 for my first bench press max. I could do no chin ups, none whatsoever. Now, last time I did chin ups, I think I recorded it. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I did 25. So that was many years ago now, and that's been through consistent work, constantly providing my body with stimulus, and it's adapted over time. I'm the same person who was a weakling in my upper body when I was in high school. But here I am. It's not because, and you can't say it's because I had some sort of special gift or I don't know, for any of these excuses we tend to put up. You can't say that. It's only because I did the work and I put my body under those stimuli and then it responded and I kept on doing it and kept on doing it. So whoever you are, it's time to stop making excuses. It's time to go ahead and go through the process because you can do it. If you'll just believe it and go ahead and start down that road, then you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. I'll be on again, Lord willing, tomorrow at 10. Y'all stay safe. Um, and remember to bring your health and fitness questions on here, and I'll do my best to answer them. Y'all have a good one.